So I was thinking about the fact that we might have to go into tier 3 in London. The health secretary is doing a speech to the nation. I think he's going to look very grim because he's going to say the infection rate's soaring, we're all in trouble, people are dropping like flies, and we need to protect the NHS, and we're going to go into tier 3. But don't worry, because the following week there's an alternative reality, because it's Christmas. So even though in tier 3 you're only allowed to have takeaways and fart when you're walking in the park, I think that's what they allow in tier 3. That's about it. It's the highest tier. You've got Christmas round the corner, so you don't mind so much. And even if you're not farting, I mean, you can have a takeaway. So there is something in tier 3 that you can do. But obviously you're going to be let off the leash, and it's only human nature when you have been sort of repressed for a while to explode with joy. And obviously Christmas is a very joyful time and time to party. I mean, although the government are sort of trying to say, look, we're letting you off the leash, but be responsible, it's going to be tricky. I mean, I'm not saying that people won't be responsible, but I think there's going to be a few mistakes being made. I'm not saying you're going to hug a granny, it'd be pretty stupid, but you might go mistake someone and, oops, sorry, elbow. It's all a little bit late, especially after, you have a few drinks, you relax, you spend 2 hours in an unventilated room because you forgot, even though the government told you to open the windows, it's pissing outside and you forgot to open the window. Oh, I'll do it now. Do you want a beer? And you hand your beer to someone else's beer and they start drinking. Oh shit, fuck that. So put the beer down, or whatever it is. And it can get a little bit problematic. And even if you want to not see anyone, it's difficult because the government's giving you the green light and everyone's saying, come on, look, we'll come round, we'll be totally responsible, I'll wear a mask. And then they come round, they bring a bottle of wine and you have a glass, and by the end, the mask is on the forehead and you're having a chat, and it's great to see someone because you haven't seen them for months. And then the mask is fallen on the floor, and then, Dad, let me get the mask. Sorry about that, be all right. And then you laugh, and there's a lot, and the window's still not quite ventilated. And it's tough. It's tough. I'm sure everyone will behave very responsibly though, and it'll all be done properly. But when you pull a cracker, and bits go everywhere, and you both go down under the table, and you've had a few, and you're looking for the bits on the floor, social distancing becomes a distant memory. But then don't worry, because Matt Hancock, the Secretary, Department of Health, will then come on and say, look, I don't know what's happened, guys, but unfortunately the infection rate's soaring and we're all going into tier 3. But you will be able to fart and have a takeaway. And we've got to protect the NHS and save lives. And so you go from a vortex of joy to a vortex of something else, unfortunately, in January. But I mean, that's a guess. I'm sure everyone will behave with extreme caution and sobriety, and even though they've been given the green light from the government, they'll be so responsible. I'm sure I will be. Cheers.